Yaz.
No, I'm kidding. Just on Secret Service. Right, now, so this week's episode guess it's suitable with actual name for once. Doing an actual debate, I suppose-ish, which is the election which has happened recently. Trump. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a good one. So we're actually going back to the original one. For the last time we actually had a debate was the first episode when it's Saltburn.
Talking about Saltburn and yeah. So.
Was it? What? It must have been one with your... No. You know what the last one was? It was the AI one.
Oh yeah. The last one we did was the AI one.
And it was like, let me speak.
Getting too passionate. We should have had something as an object this time so we don't just start shouting at each other. But never mind.
We used the vape.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not having it. It's mine.
My turn. Right, so let's go.
Should have bought cigars for it.
That would have been proper
we definitely
freedom.
know what we're talking about.
A fat stoogie like
Kieran,
that.
you burnt a hole in the sofa.
Oh no, not another cushion.
No.
How much have we got to pay for one of the cushions?
Something like that. Well, you have to get them in a set, so I think it's like 120 quid, but we're going to... On eBay, you can get them cheaper.
That's why I said that we should... That they should just let me burn the other seat if you're getting two anyway.
No, because I might end up buying it off you, or you can sell it. If I damage another sofa cushion, I'll probably say to you, Kieran going to buy that other sofa cushion. Or you might end up making, when you get your house, having the same type of this, but designing your own sofa, even if it's two-seater, and then you've got a spare, because you probably would get this colour that's good for hiding fucking pet and child dirt in it.
I'm having a decorative settee.
That no one's sitting on.
No, I'm having a, what's it called? Is it called chestnut buttoned...
Oh, Godfather ones. What are they called?
It's called chestnut buttoned, I think.
No, it's got like a name like the Chesterton chair or something.
Yeah. Like burgundy.
Like
I want burgundy leather. I want 3 cows to have died to make my settee. And then I want some rare thing, like, I don't know, how are buttons made? What are buttons made of? Like old buttons.
Yeah.
What are old buttons? Like Peaky Blinder fucking chestnut button seats. What are they made of?
What else?
Like
What
wood?
you want them? Maybe.
Or the fucking, or the hoof of a fucking cow or a fucking horse.
Yeah, you just reuse the whole cow or something.
The most expensive bed in the world actually is made of horsehair. You know, the inside of it. I can't imagine it being that comfy.
No, but maybe it has some sort of health benefits, and that's why people do it.
Health benefits.
The perfect mix of comfy and uncomfy to support your spine or something.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just trying. I'm trying to justify it, but I can't really.
1-0 to me. I got it.
But yeah, I guess when you get onto this debate then, I feel like I should let you kick off and I'll just come in with my counter arguments because, well, I don't know where to start, if I'm honest.
Well, we don't need identity politics. I say we, but if you think about it, it technically is we because America does affect the rest of the world. In a sense.
Indirectly, yeah.
Well, it's the currency, isn't it? Technically,
the value
of
the now, crypto. Ooh, that's one great thing to come out of Donald Trump, in my opinion. And he's removing the tax.
For overtime, yeah.
No, not just for that, for crypto. Like he's getting rid of.
For all exchange, so people will be more inclined to actually pay.
Yeah, they want Bitcoin freedom and all that. That's what he said in the policies.
It's a bit of a rescue one. It does affect the dollar though, does it? Doesn't it? It does, doesn't it?
He doesn't care because he's fucking got Elon on side, hasn't he? And let's be honest, them two between them, they could start their own currency at this point. Well, technically Elon did, didn't he?
If you look at Trump's old presidency, he was just loudmouth, say loads of crazy stuff, didn't he, that you could get away with.
He still does say crazy stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, but like what was it? Grab him by the pussy, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
But he
it's a bit
didn't.
unfair,
No,
though.
he didn't. He didn't say it actually in an interview.
Yeah,
it was
to his friends.
It was to his friends in a secluded environment, and then the guy had the microphone there,
So,
didn't let him know.
Yeah, which is illegal in
But
the UK.
but what's the name? Who's that woman politician who named her daughter India?
Are you on about in the UK?
In the UK,
Katie Hopkins.
Katie Hopkins.
That.
I don't think she has any loyalties about anything. She just wants to be
hated.
It does
Famous
seem
for
like
being
it
hated.
does seem like that, doesn't it? Have you seen?
Minor opinion.
Yeah, I'm digressing a little bit, but she made the joke. Well, there's two things actually. She made she was on the Good Morning Show, and I think who was it? The guy with grey hair, fucking hell,
Philip Schofield.
Philip Schofield, right? Philip Schofield says, but don't you name your daughter after a place? And then she was like, I didn't name her India after whatever, and it's like, India is a fucking place.
Yeah, so what else is called India? What were inspired by India here?
Yeah, but she said in relation to the Donald Trump thing, she was like, I'd rather be grabbed by the pussy than a pussy as a president. I was like, oh shit.
Fair enough, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do need someone who's got authority because they need to lead the country.
I don't even think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessarily authority. I think it's just being like understanding how the game works with business and stuff like that. Because if you look at America, it is a business-run country. Like you don't get anything done unless it makes a profit. Essentially, that's literally how the land of the free works. It's like
Yeah, but they've basically invented the recession as well because they fucked up with finances like 100 years ago. So and that impacted the entire world. So.
Well, the Britain also colonised the rest of the world, but we gave it back. So whatever, we all make mistakes. I say we, I wasn't there, but you know, the royal way.
I wonder if we'll ever recover from recessions. Well, we'll see, because apparently that's what Trump's going to do, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is the point I was going to make. So in the first presidency, he was just being loudmouthed, and he just wanted to be controversial, didn't he? So that all the eyes were on him, wasn't it? That's pretty much what he's doing. He's saying crazy stuff, and he thought he could go in there, act like the boss, like the "you're fired" thing. Like,
well, he had the American Apprentice, actually. Yeah. He had to stop that.
Because it was interfering. Yeah. But from having that attitude and that sort of thing, it was fresh for politics. But when he went into the presidency, he thought he could just run it how he runs a business. But he had to learn how to govern a country, not just run a business of where it's his final say. So what do they have?
Actually, one of his policies is that, well, I don't know if it's classed as a policy, but he wants to change that still, where he just makes the rules. It doesn't have to be debated
but in his first term, he couldn't. He had to find all this out. He had to discover all this.
I don't think any president should be allowed to do that anyway. One person shouldn't be allowed to make the rules for the whole country.
Your cabinet. Essentially,
in there they call it Congress, I think.
Yeah. So it goes presidency, cabinet, and then Congress. And
no. They don't have cabinet. I don't think that's UK. We have cabinet. They just have Congress.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, he wants to change that so just he gets to decide. It isn't debated. Yeah. It's just he decides. That's it.
But if you think about it, but in the Congress they never get voted out. They technically the Congress are the ones always in power all the time. Doesn't matter who the president is.
It's the group of people. Yeah, but he wants to change that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I think it's already corrupt. I feel like you need to wipe it out. And then put something in there and then let that grow.
Well, that's another thing. He also says he's firing everyone in government who is corrupt. That's another one of his policies.
And this time around, so in the last presidency, they had loads of people hating him because he had all these people. He gave government jobs to government people. Now, if you look at government in general, it is not efficient. Things take so fucking long to get done.
Greed comes first.
Yeah.
But I don't think that'll ever change because that's why people get into government.
So that's why you need a business person, which is Donald Trump, that has the experience now to actually be able to run the country. So now Donald Trump isn't just delegating it to people already in government. He's now got Elon Musk. He's got Robert F. Kennedy. He's going to have Tim Kennedy as Secretary of White House. No, I'm joking. He should do, though. And I don't know, but he's hiring the right people now. He's got the right people. And Elon Musk, what he did was Twitter. What did he do? What did Elon Musk do when he brought Twitter? He
made complete freedom of speech.
He made complete freedom of speech. It was non-biased, and it was there's only 25% of the workforce or something like that now, and it's still running exactly the same. So even though Elon Musk brought out Twitter for way more than it's worth, it was for the price of freedom.
It's not running the same because a lot of people have stopped using Twitter because they don't like that you can just put whatever shit you want on there. Propaganda or fake news or just racist or whatever.
You can't put racist
yes,
stuff.
You can.
No, people get kicked off.
Freedom of speech.
No. They got kicked off. Elon Musk has made a big thing about it. He says you can say and do whatever you want as long as it's in the laws. So you can't be racist. You can't be anti-Semitic. He had to kick.
Can't be anti-Semitic.
He had to kick Kanye West off and then have him back on again. I think he's got him back on. He should have done now. He's done. But the point is, it is the Wild West on Twitter, but you need that. You need to have that extreme so that you can have the calmness as well. Otherwise, things become unbalanced. For example, Facebook isn't like that, but Twitter is.
No, I think Facebook is more regulated. People can get arrested more easily.
Yeah. But it's not. You can't be racist on Twitter.
Well,
you're not allowed.
I know you can't be anti-Semitic, but
as long as everything's within the rule, within laws, that's all that Elon Musk says, and I think that's right. There's this thing that Joe Rogan says. He says that bad speech should be should be fought with good speech.
It's not that you can't say stuff. You just can't directly attack someone. That's a rule. Not that you can't.
Fair. That's fair enough.
So you can generalise hateful speech.
Well,
but you can't personally attack another user on there.
Well, yeah, but that's like us when we say fucking about Starmer being fucking commie secret Tory, you know what I mean? It's the whole, we're allowed to say that, and we're also allowed to say that on Twitter.
Because it's our opinion.
Yeah, because it's our opinion, exactly, and that's what should be allowed, and that should then be fought with someone else's point of view, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're talking about an individual who's a figurehead. We're not like bullying someone a mate or someone who went to the same school or uni or whatever.
So do you think Twitter is worse or better now?
I don't really give a shit because I've never been into it, to be honest, but like I say, I'm fighting the other side here.
I think Twitter's shit anyway.
Yeah,
but
I've never been into it. It's not my thing. Just type my
you're limited to 200 characters, but
160.
You can 160 characters, but you can upload full videos. It's like what?
Yeah.
I don't. It just seems a bit messy, but I think Elon Musk's got other plans for it. But back to the presidency anyway. Point being is Donald Trump has hired the right people now to do these things, and all these people that he's hired all hated Trump originally. So it's not like Donald Trump has been completely stubborn, my way, this has got to be it, I'm going to learn from it, but I'm still having my way.
No, he has, he's just explained it better. And obviously, with Elon Musk, when Elon bought X, he unbanned Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So I guess that was the start of the relationship.
Yeah. But he was his vice president, Vance something. I forgot his name now.
Same.
But he has publicly hated Donald Trump in the past and everything. So did Elon Musk, and Joe Rogan, and all these people, and now they all endorsed him because he's fighting for the right thing.
Yeah, JD Vance.
Yeah, JD Vance. All these people have been against him, so it's like they wouldn't be on Donald Trump's side just because he's the winning side, because they weren't before.
No, and he wasn't. It's not like he won massively. He won by, what did he get? 51% of the vote, and Kamala, whatever her name is, got 48%.
What now?
Of the vote.
No, most it's like 60-40, isn't it? This one,
no,
the new one.
Yeah, no.
If you look at all the states that have voted, it's like 80%.
It looks like that, but it doesn't mean that. It doesn't.
Does that mean the majority vote on each thing? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Look, I'll show you the map. So it looks, when you look, there's more red.
Well, that might be like 50, 60 on that one.
Yeah,
And
whereas
then-
that could be 2,000.
Yeah, okay. I see. I get what you mean, yeah. But, yeah.
So yeah, 48.2, 50.2, and then...
Yeah,
so
but
you got
she's on
0.5 each.
226 and he's on 312. That's a massive difference.
Yeah, but votes...
What's the vote say?
Their electoral votes, they are in like individual, like 72,511,000.
72 million, that's only 75
million.
So it's only a 3 million difference.
Yeah.
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 Interesting.
Yeah, it was quite close, really.
Well, I'd rather vote for fucking proper businessman than vote for joy. That's what Kamala Harris was saying. Joy. And Donald Trump was on everyone's podcast and he just spoke freely. Yeah, he's very charismatic. He knows how to weave things.
It's not just about that though. Like I feel like you're looking at it at a very surface level. Whereas if you look at what he's doing, like he wants to frack America, get all the gases out. He don't believe in global warming, so he's just killing the planet off, fucking everybody else up, because he's like, we have liquid gold. He just means gas, but he describes it as liquid gold, and that's not great. Well done. You've got more fuel for America, but it's going to run out, and whilst you're digging that up, you're harming the rest of the world. So great.
What do trees breathe? What do trees breathe?
Yeah, it's not about that. He wants to dig into the earth, so where are the trees going?
He's not digging into the forest.
Well, what's
He's
he going
digging
to do?
into
Knock
barren
down
land.
houses?
He's digging into barren land. The land that's doing fuck all.
That's got trees in it and
It's got
plants
trees
and
round
cacti
it.
or whatever.
It's got cacti,
and ecosystems.
fucking lizards and birds.
It's not just that, Kieran. There's bugs and things. There's different things. It's an ecosystem. They're important.
There's ecosystems in fucking deserts, but there's not.
Yeah. They're important.
He's taking the power out of where we're already getting it from. So Saudi Arabia,
Yeah, but the
Russia,
Democratic Party.
If you think about it, all the rest of the world isn't going to stop using oil and stuff, is it? Right?
Well, it is. That's the thing. It's slowly trying.
Yeah, no, but it's not. But right now, these have a fucking grab on the product that the rest of the world's going to use. If he takes that power out of them, then that means they own it. So it's not the best thing. Well, it's not the right thing to do necessarily, but it's better than getting the resources from another country. If you've already got them
but
here,
why not do what the Democratic Party wanted to do and just invest in renewable energy and focus on that instead of putting the money into digging up the earth and
because it's already there. Because it's already there.
And what? So's the sun, so's the wind, so's the water.
The thing is, they've already got the stuff to get it out. You have to build all the other stuff anyway. If it's already there, you might as well just get it.
No, they have to build rigs.
And it's competing.
They've got the technology, but they've got the technology for the renewable energy.
But it's competing with something that's already being used. This is my honest opinion of how I'm not worried about global warming in the sense that it's going to destroy the earth, because I know. But in the last minute that something's going to go wrong, all of a sudden, wow, we've got all this and we're going to build everything in a couple of years.
But the scientists have already said it'll be too late. If we go and push it 1 degree more, that's it. It's irreversible. So we'll just slowly start.
The earth goes through cycles anyway. Yeah, the earth goes through cycles anyway.
We're fucking it up by human intervention.
It's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen anyway. It's inevitable.
Yeah, but we can prolong it then.
There's no point.
Why? That's selfish. Why can't there be hundreds of thousands more generations of humans? Why be selfish and use up all the resources and, see the world in flames?
It's not going to be in flames.
Yes, it will. Have you not seen the wildfires?
Wildfires?
Yeah.
That happens
What,
anyway.
think someone's chucked a fag in there?
No,
it
happens anyway. It happens anyway.
No, but you need to look at statistics and see how much they're increasing, and then...
I think it's inevitable in these things, and I feel like we've gone through a lot worse. Like, Honestly,
But we've damaged the planet now. It's not what we've been through, it's the damage we've done and how we need to repair it.
It's not the planet that we need to worry about, it's ourselves.
It's
The
like
planet
we're
will be
smoking.
fine.
It's like we're smoking.
Yeah.
You fuck your lungs up and you need to chill out and calm down and get the shit out of your system before it's too late and you're riddled with cancer and you're fucked anyway. That's how I see it.
Right, it's not the Earth that needs saving, it's humans. The Earth's going to be fine. The Earth will repair itself and then come back. It's us that might be fucked.
And life as we know it, like all life on Earth as we know it, the rock, yeah.
Right. So what's the thing that comes from using this oil? Like what's the byproduct? It's carbon, isn't it?
It's burning fossil fuels.
Yeah, but what is it? It's carbon, isn't it? Yeah.
Not all carbon.
What's the worst thing that comes from it?
The emissions.
What's the emissions? What's in the emissions?
Loads of different gases and chemicals.
Like what? Let's Google it.
Are you talking about carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide?
Like the trees breathe it in, don't it?
Carbon dioxide, not carbon monoxide.
Which one is it?
Both. I'm telling you. Why do you want... We're wasting time, Kieran. I'm telling you, I know what comes up. What do you want me to Google?
What are the emissions that come from burning fossil fuels?
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else?
Let's open it up. Methane, nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
Yeah, methane.
Yeah.
What's eating methane then?
What's wrong with
nitrous oxide?
Nitrous oxide. 70% of the air is
nitrogen.
Is nitrogen?
Not nitrous oxide.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Point being is, if anything, we just need to plant more trees, and just make sure we keep our waters clean and recycle. That's it. Everything else is fine. It's
two different.
The more carbon we put in the air, we just have to put more tree. We just have to plant more trees to offset it, to equalise it. That's what I think.
But if you fuck up the earth and keep fracking, they won't be able to grow because you're fucking up the land. Everything they need to grow, all the nutrients in the ground and everything.
Then we put
we'll
put solar panels on it when we're
This
done
isn't
with
what
it.
Donald Trump's saying though.
Okay.
You're just making assumptions of how you would save it. This is Donald Trump. He doesn't believe in global warming, so he'll frack and deny.
Yeah.
So it's not about what you think is how we'll get over it. It's about what Donald Trump's doing now, which is he don't believe in global warming and he wants to frack. Whereas the Democrats wanted to invest in renewable energy. They weren't saying we were stopping gas. They were just saying they were putting their money towards that, whereas Donald Trump wants to put his money towards fracking.
I think it's better to frack in your own country than to
buy it from other countries.
If those are the options.
Why?
Because then you become a self-sustainable country rather than relying on import.
It's good to have treaties and partnerships.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll be selling it to other countries rather than them
Donald
buying
Trump
it
wants to basically make America into a country like Russia. You're saying?
Money wise, yeah.
And self-sustainability wise.
Yes, but not the totalitarian part.
I don't know. He's very much American.
If he makes money, the country makes money.
The cartels illegal aliens.
Well, they are, aren't they?
Well, they're not aliens, they're humans. They're just,
but that's the term.
You call them just criminals. No, the term is criminals. Or
that's what alien. I know that song. I'm an alien. I'm an illegal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Whoa! Haven't you heard that song?
No.
You haven't heard that song?
No.
Whoa! I'm an alien. I'm an illegal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Oh, you not heard that song? Yeah. Alien means you don't belong there. That's what it is, and you don't belong there. A lot of criminal gangs and stuff are all coming across, and illegal immigration
I
is
just
wrong.
think it's a silly way of putting it in your policies. Like in your policies, if you want to call him that in your campaign, okay, but writing it in your policies constantly, like...
To put emphasis on that they shouldn't be there, rather than just saying, what's it called, like a misplaced citizen.
Criminals?
Yeah, but we have criminals here. We have criminals here.
Yeah.
It's not just criminals, it's undocumented.
It's cartels, he described it as.
Yeah.
And
call them what you want, call them
criminals.
you can call cartels whatever you want, can't you? And isn't that what he's trying to do? He's trying to get, like, he's trying to dehumanize them because they do horrible things. Isn't that why he's labeling it?
Some people are forced into it, aren't they? It's not all by choice.
It's still, you still don't want him here though. No way.
Yeah, and I don't blame that he wants, criminals out. Fair enough. But like, I think his whole idea on his immigration policy isn't right. And also, I feel like he's inadvertently said things like, we're gonna do everything we can to protect the Christian religion in our country. Stuff like that.
You're doing that it's a culture thing. So you have a culture dominance of your country. I'm not religious myself, but if you have a cultural dominance, it stops from another culture from dominating your culture.
Yeah, but a lot of people are atheists anyway these days.
And that's fine.
We don't need to protect the Christians, protect the point is you put spirit. That's what you
but the point is you put a religion, like, what's the most accepted religion? Christianity technically is, because it didn't used to be, obviously. Didn't used to be.
Sikhs are the most accepting, I'd say. You could say now, I'm a Sikh and you're a Sikh. You don't
but they have restrictions on their values. So, for example, vegetarianism and
they're not all vegetarians.
Not all of them. As a majority, if you look at the culture, though, in India, it's a predominantly vegetarian based country, predominantly.
Yeah.
And it's it's not as heavy on the drinking and all that sort of stuff with the Sikh religion. But they also have different castes and stuff. You see how the other culture is like the tone of the country. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there's people who still smoke weed and all that sort of stuff, and everyone, you can be Christian in that country, but it's predominantly Sikh and that sort of stuff, isn't it? Whereas if you make America, like, the tone of it is Christian, where it's all forgiving and a melting pot and sort of stuff, that's the tone that you're doing it. Now, you can go to the extreme of abortion and all that sort of stuff, but what Donald Trump did is to get rid of all that. So it's just a tone, and it's not a control thing with the religion. It's just a tone. Is that he says he didn't want to do the abortion thing for the whole country. He doesn't want any regulations or anything. This is how the whole country should be. He said he's going to leave it up to each state with what they should do. So then it's never going to be brought up in the courts, and it's not going to be a massive thing, and it's not going to be a thing that they always talk about every single fucking year about abortion and fucking trans rights and all that sort of stuff. He's fucking getting rid of that, and it's just up to the state. So it's not a fucking. So
That's
it's not.
What he's put in his policy. It might have been what he said in his campaign, but that doesn't mean his campaigns are true. What he's put in his policy is what's supposed to be true.
What's put in the policy for the whole country?
That he's taking away all funding. Yeah. And like taking action against any school or anything that confuses children about gender.
About the trans thing, yeah. Well, that's fair enough, because your kids shouldn't be that. They shouldn't have all that. Just stay as you are till you're 18, and then if you want to explore something, then that's fine. That's up to you.
Yeah, and I agree with you on a lot with the trans stuff, but I also understand the argument for if you're a girl who wants to be a boy, or you're a boy who wants to be a girl, as you go through puberty, obviously you grow tits, or you grow your balls drop and your voice goes deep. I can understand if you genuinely felt trapped from a child, why you'd want to change that before that happened. So I get that. I'm not saying I agree, but I understand. Obviously, none of us are trans, so we can never fully understand it. We just have our own opinions on it. And I agree with him. I don't think a male should be allowed to play in a female sport. That policy, yep.
So what is a woman then?
Oh, God. We need another podcast episode. One day we'll do that one.
We'll need your honour on that.
I was just going to say that. We'll get your honour in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I agree somewhat with his. I agree mostly with his policies with the transgender community. But mainly the sport part, that men shouldn't be allowed to.
Yeah, because have you noticed? It's the trans women, or man to woman, that are going into the women's sports. But you don't see any women going into the men, do you? So come on, doesn't that say something?
Yeah. And yeah. So yeah, that's what my thoughts with trans. But with the reproductive rights, I don't think any man should be able to have a say on a women's reproductive rights, because they'll never go through it themselves.
Yeah.
And that's it. If a man goes, you know what, I never want kids, I'm taking scissors to my bollocks now. You just have to accept it. Even if you wanted kids and your father decided that, you're going to have to break up then, find your partner. You can't force anyone. So when a woman wants an abortion, she shouldn't be pressured not to. And the way they word it is, it's not, they don't focus on the abortion as such. They focus on
pro-life, isn't it?
The baby, and we'll help you. We'll give you advice before you're pregnant. We'll
but that's why
when you're pregnant and after it. You're not alone with this. You don't need to abort the baby, because that's God's child. It's meant to be, and we're going to help you. That's how they sell it.
Oh no! All my babies have been washed down the fucking sinking toilet.
That's it, right? Men can't come anymore. Yeah, they can't come anymore. If women can't have abortions, men aren't allowed to come anymore. They're all going to have the tubes tied until they're ready for a baby. And then they're going to get all this funding and support.
But no, that's why Donald Trump just left it to the States, because
I hope so.
No, he has. He said no. That's what he's doing. He's just leaving it to the states, and you're gonna find something stupid like 50% of the states are illegal. But then that's the thing. You can freely move around the country. Now I know that affects people's careers, jobs, prospects, living situations, and things like that. But then if you go down to the actual belief and all that sort of stuff, you should be living in your environment or try and make a difference where you live. If you can't make a difference, and you've got to move. It's the same with like. I'm just trying to think of an example. Pardon me. I don't know.
Do you know what I think the problem is with the state thing?
What?
You know that map I showed you, how virtually none of it was blue?
Yeah.
They're the ones you can probably get abortions in. Just them few.
The blue ones? Yeah.
Compared to all them reds. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but...
but that's a slippery slope it could go down though. Yeah, so unintentionally.
Yeah, even if he has given freedom to all the states, the states who voted him are probably pro-life and anti-abortion, aren't they? So therefore, you're all moving to New York pretty much if you want a good job. Can't go to Florida, you can't go to Texas. So
you can fuck your cousin in Alabama, but you can't.
You can't abort it after. You're gonna keep that one. That was meant to be here.
Oh, God.
That was meant to happen, mate.
Yeah. So that's a messy one. But I found it funny. There was a reel I saw recently, and it's not necessarily shade, but like Donald Trump is like. And this is the Bible, this is the best book of any book, but it's an incredible book, it's my favourite book. And I'm like, you know, fuck you.
Yeah. Give us a verse, tell us a bit of Luke and John.
What's Matthew 1, 2, 30?
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, but...
I'd love to ask Tommy Robinson a chapter from the Bible, because he fucking knows the Quran like the back of his fucking sleeve. Yeah. So I'd love to hear him recite the Bible, to be honest.
To be fair, he probably is well versed on both.
To be honest, I think a lot of anti-Muslims aren't even
if you looked at
Christian. I think they just hate Muslims.
If you looked at all tones of the country, of all world, of all places in the world, if you had to pick a religion for it to be the tone, not the be all and say all, which religion would you necessarily pick if you had to pick one?
Probably Buddhism.
Buddhism, yeah, but if Buddhism is practiced, I know Buddhism can accompany anything, can't it? Yeah, you can actually have Buddhism with Christianity, can't you? Yeah, you can have it with anything. You can just attach it to anything, can't you? Yeah, so Buddhism is just general practice, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was wondering this earlier actually. Is Buddhism the main religion in places like Thailand and Vietnam? Like, what is their main religion? And also with like China and Japan, tell me the main religion, because I don't know. I meant to Google it. I was brushing my
they
teeth.
have mythology and luck.
Chinese New Year and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
and luck, and so theirs is more like superstitions rather.
And the rotation of every 7, is it 7 years? Was there 7 animals in that race?
Can't
was it 12?
remember.
Was it 10?
Am I the rat
bad
or
for
the
not knowing.
pig?
I'm a pig, so you could be the pig as well, because we've got birthdays close together. I'm a pig!
Capitalist pig. No, but it's there is good and bads with it all. But like it is scary that thing that you just pointed out. If the predominantly are is red, then wouldn't it eventually be the whole like abortion thing would just be a no go?
In the end, because that many people would vote against it. Probably, yeah. Which is, it's not great. It's not progression, is it?
No.
We're all old enough now to know that a fetus is just a lump of fucking skin.
But the earliest one is 4 months, I think. 4 months, and then it starts to
12 weeks.
But the earliest child that's ever been prematurely born.
They weren't supposed to be.
Yeah, but they're fully thriving.
Yeah, but
when was Mike Tyson?
Zealand,
when was Mike Tyson born? So it's when was he prematurely born? Because I swear it was
he's
like
58, isn't he?
What? Yeah, but what?
Which means he would have been born in 65.
Yeah, but I'm not on about like when he was born. I'm on about when he was
66. I was almost there.
What? No, not Mike Tyson. Then Tyson Fury. When was Tyson Fury prematurely born? Because it's crazy. You should just look at the marker for when the earliest kid was born and then lived, thrived in a life. I don't mean as in succession, I mean as in just a normal human being, you know what I mean? And you should just take that as the cap. And probably take like a month down from that, but yeah.
3 months premature.
So that's 4 months, wait. That's 6 months, is it?
Yeah,
6 months. So that's the early. Was that Tyson Fury? Okay,
yeah.
Now search the earliest premature baby.
Who lived?
Who lived? Yeah. What does it say?
Curtis Zykeith Means is the world's most premature baby to survive, born at 21 weeks and 1 day.
21 weeks?
That was only in 2020.
What did it look like?
And that was in Alabama.
Oh
No, he died. He had a twin sister who died the day after he was born now.
So was he born? Is he living?
He lived, but the other one didn't. His twin didn't.
Okay, but is he still alive now then?
Oh. I don't know if they're allowed to say. Are they allowed to? Yeah, they'd be allowed to say. I think he's alive. Yeah, it doesn't say he died.
21 weeks. So
what's the birth broke the previous record by 24 hours.
Okay. So all right. Yeah. Okay. So that's So it's 21 weeks. So how many months is 21 weeks?
The thing is, though, with that, 21 weeks. It's good point. It's less.
Just Google it. Google it. Yeah.
It's 5 months. Some I think.
So what does it say? 21 weeks.
4.833 months.
Okay, so let's say you can have the latest time you can have an abortion is 4 months. Would you say that's fair? I'd say that's 4
it is anyway.
months. Is it?
In the UK it is, yeah.
Is it? What's the UK one?
I don't even know how to word this, but
When can I kill my baby?
24 weeks, sorry.
So and then
Up
what?
to 24 weeks.
Oh! So the science has already been done for us. We don't need to change it.
In the UK.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's the same in America.
Oh, but that kid was 21 weeks though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the human intervention to keep that baby alive, and it doesn't mean it's going to have a good life. It might be in a chair. It doesn't say it's healthy.
Let's just say 4 months.
It just says it lives.
Let's just say the cut-off is 4 months, yeah? 4 months.
Which is fine.
That's perfectly fine.
Most people do it before then anyway, because if you do it I think if you do it after like 12 weeks, you have to give birth to it.
Yeah, I know.
So people normally
I
try
know
and
someone,
do it before.
Yeah, I know someone that gave birth to
What, a miscarriage, or they aborted it?
Aborted it. They gave birth to like a little alien thing. Yeah, it's dead weird. Yeah. I didn't know it's like that. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why the hospital even let that happen. I get it.
They did it at home as well.
Oh, the hospital weren't involved?
No, the hospital. Fucking hell, yeah, they were involved.
Oh, they just did it at home?
Yeah.
I was a bit concerned then. Did you see the look on my face?
They just got,
I was a bit worried.
No, but yeah, they gave birth to like a little alien thing. It's dead weird. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say 4 months. I'd say 4 months is reasonable. I'd say that's fine. Yeah. Any later than that to get a bit, you know what I mean? As we've just found, 4.8 months is the earliest. So you still got like 0.8 till it starts, start being conscious or whatever, or being alive. But yeah, 4 months. Yeah. Which reminds me, actually, there's been something that's happened recently with the, I don't know if it's recent, but it's a couple months ago, maybe, about that they've got brain cells, and then they've grown them in a lab, and then they put them in a computer, and it can control stuff. And there's this one with the butterfly. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's a butterfly thing. So they've put the animation of a butterfly in like some sort of screen thing or whatever, and then the brain cells control the butterfly. So the brain cells technically think it's a butterfly that's trapped in a box. Like that's what the brain cells are perceived. No, they've grown them. They've grown brain cells, and then but now these brain cells think that it's a butterfly trapped in a box, because that's all it knows. Yeah. That's
a good idea in some ways to help people who've had some sort of accident, if it can help regenerate their own brain. Yeah. But it's dangerous because you could just stop fucking robots and that.
Well, yeah, like in what was that? It's literally a couple steps away from what was that Black Mirror episode with the.
When the woman phallus dies and she has a phallus.
Oh my god, I wasn't even thinking that, but it's part of that episode. Yeah. That's a very long episode. It's the museum one, isn't it? Where she goes around and then the guy tells her the stories about each one. It's the doll. Yeah. And then
it's dead weird because she's proper into the doll of it. It's
yeah, and she takes the doll at the end, doesn't she? She kills the guy, doesn't she? And then she takes the doll with him at the end. She puts him in the car.
Does she kill someone?
Yeah, he kills the guy because he gives her the water.
I can't remember killing someone. I just remember.
Yeah, because the guy goes around. The guy goes around, and then he shows her her dad, who's like being tortured over and over and over again. And then she finally lets her dad die. No, it's that Black Mirror episode.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a long episode. What?
Yeah, I think we're talking about different.
No.
I think we're talking about different episodes.
What episode are you talking about?
I'm talking about the one where the woman's fella dies.
Yeah.
And she kept listening to his phone, like the voice message, and then this technology would come out where you could have like your loved one basically as a robot 3D printed. It was just like them, like to touch them and everything was just like them, but she was getting annoyed at it.
That's like the first or second episode of Black Mirror in the first season. I know what you're on about. Yeah. He's the guy who played as he was in Star Wars.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Well,
No, have you seen the one where the teddy bear and then the paint one and everything? It's the Black Museum when the black girl, ironically, she goes into the Black Museum,
I know,
and then the guy
episode
goes
it's
around and he's
yeah.
showing all these items
all
in the
the
museum.
weird and telling her the stories about
Yeah,
where
yeah.
each one have come from. Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah.
She just goes into a random museum when she's visiting family or something. She's like the only one in the
Yeah,
museum.
yeah. But then one of the
That's
stories, and that was I think it's is it the Christmas episode actually? God, I think I might be getting mixed up. But point being is, one of the Black Mirror stories is that instead of doing the brain cells, it's like a copy of your brain, and then you have like your own assistant that's you. You know what I mean?
So another one of Trump's policies that he wants to advance AI as much as he wants.
Yeah, but under Elon Musk, he'll be sorting
He
all
hasn't
that.
said that. Only the space exploration is under Elon Musk.
And
not
the
AI.
efficiency of the government as well. There's going to be so many jobs that are going to be gone.
I hope so, because maybe if they did, maybe they would make it better. But how he views immigrants, I understand putting.
No, what he likes immigrants. He says he wants. There's a speech of where he says he wants immigrants, but he says he wants them to be
no
legal.
Chinese.
What?
Yeah, no Chinese.
He didn't say that.
No, in his policy.
Where's he
No
say?
Chinese can buy any property.
I don't think anyone foreign should be buying up land in
No property.
unless you're any property or
No
land.
Chinese imported cars.
Yeah, because he wants to bring manufacturing back into
Oh
America.
no.
No, he has said that.
He's not going to get
He
rid of.
has said
he's
that
not
on the
gonna-
Joe Rogan podcast. He wants to bring manufacturing back to America.
That doesn't mean he's not going to import fucking Lamborghinis and. Actually, is McLaren American anyway?
How many people are buying Lamborghinis?
Ferraris and stuff.
He's not about rich people. He's not about the common man. He's
he's creating work for American people. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But he said no to loads of Chinese stuff.
Yeah. No. Right. See,
No.
this is what it's misconceived as he's racist. Right. No, he doesn't want all the manufacturing. Majority, right, as we found out over COVID, all our medicine, Great Britain, America, all our medicine that we getting our medicine was from China. As soon as COVID happened and all this sort of malarkey happened, we then had nothing for ourselves, and that's why it all went wrong. So he doesn't want anyone buying up land. Did you know China, government whatever, had been buying up land next to military bases and that. They'd also sold all of the what's it called? You know the what they called now, like the energy pylons and all that sort of stuff, and radar dishes and all that sort of stuff is all brought from China. Do you know how much information you can put in a chip about like that fucking big?
Loads.
So they can fucking sneak stuff in. So if they wanted to, they could turn it all off. So he wants to make sure that everything is done and all land and everything is brought and run from America. Now, the only people that are going to get in the way of that is BlackRock, because they make the most money from foreign entities. If you look at London, did you know that the majority of well, you can't say majorities because normal people live there as well, but the most expensive properties are actually all brought from like sheiks in China and Russia and stuff like that, and they're all used as money laundering scheme and wasting up land which could be used for normal people.
Says here, secure strategic independence from China. Republicans will revoke China's most favourite nation status, phase out imports of essential goods, which is what you're on about, and stop China from buying American real estate and industries. I get the industries bit, but the real estate, why can't they buy real estate?
Even if it is not as many properties as you think it is, even if it's used in a hyperbolic statement, I don't think any foreign entities, unless they have citizenship, should be buying any land wherever you are. I don't think, like China, you can't go to China and buy a property unless you're a citizen. You do know that. If you go to Japan, I think Japan...
I'm not saying I agree with them because they're not as...
Yeah, but China racist.
No, China does not own most American real
exactly.
estate
So that's hyperbolic, yes. But the point is, what
owns about 1%.
Yeah, but the strategic places that they're owning. So yeah, hyperbolic. Oh yeah, it's all. So they're not buying all, but what are they buying?
This is less than the amount of land owned by Canada, the Netherlands, Italy, the UK, and Germany.
That's a lot still.
And Canada owns the most foreign-owned land in the US at 31%.
Yeah, so Canada shouldn't either. But who's more of a competitor, China or Canada? China?
I'd say Canada.
Canada?
Well, if you look at the most Googled searches after Trump won was, how can I move to Canada?
But point being is, I think we can both agree on that foreign entities shouldn't be buying up property and land regardless, whether it's only 1% or whatever. Right, but what is that 1% land that they're buying? It's next to military bases. They're buying up farmland. They're buying. They're also using.
Yeah, so just restrict what they can buy.
Yeah.
Like you offer this to all other countries, including American investors.
Yeah, so I think they should change that policy to it shouldn't be China can't. It should be
everyone
can't. Yeah. Okay, I agree on
Rather
that. 100%. Yeah.
And with the cars. It's just Chinese cars.
So maybe Donald Trump's looking at this as like a competitor thing then, isn't he? He's just going for the top competitors, but then you can't do that though, because then if you're doing one law, if you're doing one rule, it's got to be for everyone and to...
Maybe his way of tackling without knowing, even though he's fucking the planet up with his fracking, maybe if he's banning the China shit... That will.
Where's the most pollution coming from the world? India and China. India and China. It's India and China.
Generating as much. Fucking, I hate Shein. I fucking hate fucking Team You. I'm fucking buying from them. So good fucking riddance. I hope Americans can't access it anymore. I hope they get imprisonment.
No more TikTok! No more
TikTok!
I said, no, we will like TikTok. We're getting a little bit better on TikTok.
Yeah, we were just hostile towards TikTok. We don't want to conform. We don't want to conform.
I get my reels 1 week later. Grow up.
Yeah, I was wait from YouTube Shorts to Instagram.
Yeah, but. I think a lot of these, what I'm trying to go back to, I think I'll just wrap it up now. I think a lot of these things have been hyperbolized, and I tried making the point earlier, but I'll just finish it off now. If he's making this rule for China, he should just make the rule blanket. He should make the rule for everyone. It shouldn't be China this, China that. It should be like, no foreign entities can have anything to do with it, because it's, you know what I mean? But like, I think he's trying to do China over so that China have to do better deals because they're the most profitable, but then it's
because they create the most shit.
Yeah, they create the most stuff. Yeah,
I don't know, but you see the most documentaries about slave labour usually in China because of the factories. And
it's technically not piecework. It's technically not slave labour. They are getting paid, but
they make them do loads of overtime as well. What they do is they put the piece rate up. So today, this week. 400, next week 600, next week 800, next week 1,000, next week 1,200.
Oh, you mean...
But your money doesn't go up.
Oh, yeah.
They just increase the workload till you've fucking had it and you jump out of a window or you just quit your job.
Yeah, at least they're getting paid though. It's just slavery with extra steps then, I suppose.
Yeah, you're not... And your break
you
is
ain't
like...
just enough.
Yeah. They intimidate... as well, don't
yeah, but you're right. But you can be a thriving company in China. You can also own a shop. You can also own a fucking duck stall at the side of a fucking thing.
I was just going to say, I bet if you worked in food, I know the money's still not great, but I can imagine that
you're independent in a sense.
Yeah, it's more like how first world countries would work.
Well, Thailand, for example, Thailand streets.
Yeah, like
Thailand street works.
Oh my god, what's it called? Coastline Road, where they have just market stalls.
Yeah. Like you think any of that money is going into a bank? Is it fuck?
Tax free, baby.
It's all tax free. Oh. Interesting. So if you want to be, so you can't. So if you're a normal labourer or whatever you're doing, so any small independent tax work that you do in China, you can't thrive. For example, like if you worked in a warehouse in the UK, just if you do fuck all for 5 years, you can get a house. You know what I mean?
Just work in a warehouse.
In a warehouse here, you know what I mean?
If you didn't act in a warehouse in the UK, you're on more money than a lot of people on salary.
2 years. If you did fuck all for 2 years, if you were a boring bastard. If you were a boring bastard with no debts in a 2 years, you could get a house in the UK. Right? But if you were boring bastard, worked for 2 years in a warehouse in China, then it's a different story. Yeah, you still
must work another 20
years. Yeah.
You must employ your children here too.
Oh God, yeah. So we haven't really talked about any Kamala Harris's policies. I don't fucking think she had any.
No, I did. I mentioned the stuff I don't like about Trump's because I guess the Democratic Party, I should say, weren't anti all those things. They were they were the other side. So I was trying to think of arguments that I align with the Democratic Party more, which was global warming, women's reproductive rights, immigration. Like I say, not everything you said about immigration is wrong because I agree what you said about.
But it's being specific though, which isn't fair.
He needs to blanket it, not keep mentioning jihadists. China. And the Mexicans, he needs to just say other races. Because what he is doing is saying, we are totally against anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
And you know why?
Israel. But he is going to stop all the wars though, which is great.
That's what I wanted to end on, actually, because one thing I do think about Trump, I believe that his ego is that big. Now he's said he wants to restore world peace. I think he will. He'll actually work towards that. In terms of humanity. Again, I still think he's going to fuck up the world with this fracking thing, but because he's got such a big ego and he wants to prove that he can do everything he says, I think he will work hard to, forming alliances and just building relationships really and try and bring about world peace because he said it. But
yeah, sorry for talking over you, Yaz. I'm just, I honestly think everything's going to be fine. It's just people struggle.
I think people will struggle, but I don't think it'll be fine. I don't think America will ever be able to dominate. I don't think that's what Trump's trying to do. I think he's just trying to make America independent from everybody else. And he does say he wants to restore world peace, but I don't think he'll do that by trying to be dominant, because that isn't going to work with Kim Jong-un, is it?
It did?
No, he didn't.
Kim Jong-un? But Kim Jong-un, right? Kim Jong-un's danger was North Korea, South Korea, and maybe the rest of the world. Now it's no longer the rest of the world or South Korea, it's just North Korea. Still a problem, but it's a different problem now. See what I mean? It's changed. So it's
not just South Korea, because it's like China and stuff too.
Well, China apparently doing backdoor dealings with North Korea, so now it's a different problem. Whereas it was now North Korea could fuck up, perhaps cause World War III. Now that's not even that's not even a possibility anymore now. It's just that North Korea's fucked, rather than North Korea could fuck up the rest of the world. That's, what I mean? It's a different problem, but it's not as bad. It's something else. It's something else now.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that, but I still don't think. I think Donald Trump will try to restore world peace, but I don't think he'll do it by dominating the world. I genuinely think he'll do it by trying to build friendships with all the leaders in the other countries. Like, I think Putin will be one of the first he goes for to try and end all that between them. But I think, fracking thing again is going to trigger it. Putin's going to be like, oh, I'm fucking starting more with you because you're putting your nose in, and you're going to dig up your own oil, you're not going to buy from us now. But anyway, that's a fucking problem for
He'll give him Ukraine. He'll give him Ukraine. He'll just give him Ukraine.
Mate, I don't know. We'll think of future predictions for the world politics and wars for another episode, because we could just keep going. But
things are gonna get worse. But things are going to
Things
get
always
better.
get worse before they get better.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm just hoping that he doesn't just kill off the world before it's irreversible. That's my biggest fear.
You mean
Everything
irreversible
else-
for us?
For humans,
For
yeah.
humans, yeah.
Everything else, if he fucks things up, we can repair. It's just the planet that we can't. So
Well, a planet for us.
we'll see how he goes. I don't live in America. It's just a planet for us that I'm worried about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you? What are your final parting words, Keza?
I spoke too much. I think I'm done.
Sound. Well, that then, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and 5-star review on Spotify.